Welcome, Tennessee fans, to another episode of Tennessee Fan Talk. We've got another win in the books, 7-0, something you haven't heard from VOLS fans in a long time. With a big game coming this week, we got some special guests showing up on the show. We're going to talk about the Kentucky game. We'll spend a little, very little on the UT Martin because it is what it is, but a lot more on the Kentucky game. A little bit of basketball that I want to talk about. Throw a little dice right there for the Duke because he didn't know I was going to bring that up. All that, a lot more this episode, Tennessee Fan Talk. Get in here with us.
Hey, VOLS fans. Welcome to Tennessee Fan Talk, the show that is by Tennessee fans for Tennessee fans and your source for hilarious weekly updates on everything Volunteers. And now for the moment you've been waiting all week for, here is Brandon Byrd and the Duke.
All right, guys, welcome back. Take this moment, if you haven't already, go down below, click that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. Podcast listeners, we appreciate you. A little over 11,000 listens since we changed platforms. That's not the total lifeline of the show. That's just since we changed platforms last year. So big shout out to the podcast listeners for keeping us going. We appreciate that. If you are not
a bunch of bums that know nothing. A bunch of bums that know nothing.
You'll if you're not following us online, wherever you are, we are at TN Fan Talk. I got myself Brandon Byrd. Find me on Instagram at Brandon Byrd TN. My man, as always, the Duke to the side of me. Follow him, Twitter, at Brad Rush. Special guest tonight. We have Timmy Powell. You can find him, TikTok videos, lots of them, lots of followers, lots of likes, at Hungry for Dubs.
Yeah, you can also subscribe to my YouTube.
And also subscribe to YouTube. Is it the same?
No, it's Striker16.
Striker16.
Striker16. Does it have anything to do with Peyton Manning?
Yeah.
Or is that just a coincidence?
I've been throughout my athletic career, I was always number 17, and there's a junior who I didn't play football in high school. I played soccer, and there's a junior who suffered some horrible, nasty injuries during the football season. And he had his jersey cut off of him after an injury. So 17, he played soccer too. So when he came back for soccer season, he asked for his number 17. And then I took number 16.
I got you. Good story.
What is hilarious is we know the Duke, resides from the mountaintops in East Tennessee.
A proud hillbilly. Hillbilly.
We love when we get on a guest whom we don't know prior to this. We DM each other.
We know him now.
Whatever platform, and then you find out, some of these boys go to the same school, decades apart from one another.
Small world. Small world.
Tonight's show, Duke's got the numbers on the UT Martin game. We can go ahead and just get that out of the way.
I've only got two numbers for you. And 65-24. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Hendon Hooker, 276 passing yards, 3 TDs. I can go down the line if you want me to, but it ain't no need.
We know we put up a lot of offensive yards. Tennessee hit the same number of first downs that they always do. They are averaging 27 a game. They did it again. The only thing we messed up on was we broke that streak of 100% in the red zone. Which that's okay.
I don't give a flippity-floppity about that. Who cares?
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah,
Here's my question, guys. Hooker's gone after this year. Milton is supposedly going to be the guy for next year because he has his year of eligibility left. He is the veteran. We know he can stand in the end zone and throw it to the other end zone. We know he can do that. His deep ball looked pretty good. I'm still concerned about those underneath throws. He's still very hard and not that accurate. So while we as Tennessee fans are very excited about this year, I'm nervous about next.
I think you're putting the cart in front of the horse. I don't give a damn about next year. You got to live in the moment right now. Bottom line. I don't care. Hey, I think Milton is the guy. Even if, I mean, hypothetically, even if we go down a little bit, it's still good in my eyes. I'm not even worried about it. I don't care. I mean, we got that new guy coming in, supposed to be hot stuff. I don't know his name. Once again, I'm as casual as they get. Guy from California. They're recruiting his brother now. I read that too. But Milton
Nico's
is
brother?
the guy. Yeah, they're recruiting him right now too. I saw it today. But no, Milton's the guy. I trust him. I trust Heupel. But once again, we ain't worried about tomorrow. We're worried about now. You know,
I'm trying to build the dynasty. You know, I want to.
You once again, that's putting 3 carts in front of one horse. Rome wasn't built in a day. Remember that. Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's true. Your thoughts, Timmy, on Milton starting next year? Think he's gonna be ready?
Like based off of Milton, like last year, he was not a bad quarterback in a little bit he played last year before he evidently lost the job to Hooker due to his injury. Hooker ran away with it, but
he couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
Oh, I heard he got hurt. I wasn't watching that game.
He lost that game. Hooker came in because he got hurt in that game, but it was overthrow. I mean, he couldn't hit a target.
You can teach accuracy. You can teach accuracy. You can't teach arm strength, just like playing baseball.
Yeah, but like Hooker ran away with the spot, and sitting under Hooker is probably better for Milton, with Hooker being older, and Hooker showed flashes of consistency at Virginia Tech. I mean, they weren't good. He wasn't the greatest quarterback at Virginia Tech. He's not Tennessee Hooker, but I feel like Milton sitting under Hooker helped Milton, and we have Nico. I can't pronounce his last name.
Yeah.
He moved a lot, Jason. Emalea or something.
Lamalea, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. And worst case scenario is if Milton still struggles, we could turn to Nico. But that's
as a true freshman.
Yeah.
Jim Harbaugh to this day says the best athlete he has ever seen and recruited is Milton. And once again, you can teach accuracy just like you can in baseball. You can't teach just arm strength. So in Milton we trust next year, but once again, I ain't worried about next year. I'm worried about this Saturday.
Speaking of right
against
now,
the Cats, that's what you call a segue into this next segment. Bye, bing, bang, segue.
Speaking of the right now, we have Hooker, who is going to be facing Levis. There's a lot of hype around Levis. There's a lot of people saying that Levis is looking better as far as NFL selection. I don't watch that much NFL, so I don't really care. When you compare these two, really, Levis over Hooker? Are you kidding me? They're about the same size. Hooker's got him by an inch at 6'4". Levis has him on the weight, 232 to 218. But let's look at a couple stats, if you will, with me. Yards, this is year-to-date. The 2022 season, Levis is 61st in the country with 1,635 yards. Hooker, 2,093, 16th in the
Levis
country.
did sit a game out, though.
He did sit out a game.
I'm no Kentucky cat, but he sit out. He
did sit out a game, but does he throw over 500 yards? And would he have thrown over 500 yards in that game? No. He's got 13.
Who are they playing? South Carolina, right? Maybe they
Yes.
He probably would have put 350 up.
13 touchdowns.
He
ranks 42nd in the country. Hooker has 18, ranks 12th in the country. Levis has 5 interceptions against him. Hooker with just the one, which was the Alabama one. Not really. I wouldn't put that on Hooker.
Once again, if we win, I don't throw me 10 interceptions and we win. I don't care.
Quarterback ranking for Levis 65.7. He's 50th in the country. Hooker 91.4. He is second in the country.
Behind the guy from Ohio State, whatever that feller's name is.
CJ?
Yeah, we're going to talk about that one here in just a second.
Oh, I segued too.
That's okay. The He's 104. Levis is 114 for 164. Hooker 137 for 194. So they're pretty close there on their averages, 69.5 to 70.5.
Mm-hmm.
Levis been sacked 20 times. Hooker only 10, which is great compared to last year. Offensive line has gotten better. Rushing, I love this right here. Levis, who is a bigger guy, he against us last year, he was very mobile. He was very athletic. He ran the ball hard. He ran it a lot. Over this year, he's had 44 attempts for negative 49 yards, 2 touchdowns.
That's how bad the offensive line is.
Hooker,
that's what you see there.
63 attempts for 315 yards and 3 touchdowns. Come on now. How is there a comparison? Oh, and there's this, right? Hooker is in first place for the Heisman.
Mm-hmm.
Caesars has him at plus 450 with C.J. Stroud at just plus 100. Hooker in the lead. Finally, it took beating Alabama to put him in the lead.
Look at Hot Wheel.
So if we look at Tennessee and Kentucky, I mean, we beat them last year. There were some questionable calls. I've said even in the preseason of this year that the missed face mask on Levis really, really hurt Kentucky's chances. They were, we took off in a lead and they come back, and it could have been a much closer game than what it was. When we look at the two teams this year, we have one game to compare the two against, and that is we've both played Florida. Okay, they played them. They were ranked 12th when they played them and beat them. They were ranked 20th when we played them and beat them.
I mean, that's arguably Kentucky's best game of the year, like biggest opponent of the year. Correct?
I would say.
They haven't played Georgia yet, right? No,
they haven't played Georgia. They won against Florida. They're 4th in the East, 5-2 overall, ranked 19th.
Who they got beat by besides South Carolina?
Ole Miss beat them.
Ole Miss beat them. And Ole Miss kind of showed this week that they stink. Or LSU's just really good.
I think LSU is much better than what people were giving them.
Are you saying we called them on an off day? Or is that just showing how good we are?
Yes. Yes.
That's not my train of thought, and you know that. I will be the one to say that
I
we're going to lose Saturday.
LSU is going to end up better than they started. I mean, they just did not start great. You had Daniels finding himself. They looked good.
I agree, but they're still going to get boat raced by Alabama in 2 weeks' time.
I'm waiting to see how Alabama finishes out.
They're going to boat race them. Watch.
I'm waiting to see how it finishes out. So, in comparing these games, the Florida game, you had Levis went 13 for 24, 202 yards, and a touchdown, an interception against Florida. Hooker went 22 for 28, 349 yards, 2 touchdowns. They beat Kentucky. They beat Florida. Kentucky beat Florida 26-16. Of course, ours 38-33. It's kind of like what I said about the Georgia deal. I think they're overranked because they haven't played anyone. At this point, Kentucky has played more ranked opponents than Georgia has. And Tennessee, of course, definitely has. We've beat a 17 Pitt, a 20 Florida, 25 LSU, who is better than 25. And, of course, a number 3 Alabama. Looking at last year's 2021 results, of course, Kentucky finished off better than we did overall. Looking between Levis and Hooker, they were pretty comparable to one another. So, Saturday, big game. Tennessee has announced dark mode uniforms.
I like it. I
part of me wishes that they would do that black and orange checker kneeling. That would be awesome.
No, that's a little too much. A black helmet is enough for me. I'm as close to a 34-year-old white hair you could get. I prefer the white helmet myself, but I do like these black helmets. They look good. But at the same time, it's the most. I mean, it's just as simple as any other jersey we wear. It's orange and white. It's orange and orange. It's white. It's white. Now it's black and black.
Yep. They look good, and it hypes up the guys. This is going to be a huge game. It's going to be very loud. You know, Levis is going to have a hard time. Levis is going to have a really hard time. I think, we opened up at 12.5-point favorite. I forget what the over-under is. Probably right at 62. That's pretty much what they've put everything with Tennessee.
I think it'll be under.
I don't.
You think we're going
to? I think I'm going to go.
What you think, Timmy? What you think?
I think it's going to hit right around. I'm going to say 65 points.
Okay, he's going.
What about the black unis?
Oh, I kind of like the black uniforms. Like the blackout is beautiful. I do not want to see an orange and black Neyland because then
I agree.
Oklahoma State fans. I have some friends that are Oklahoma State fans, but they're gonna be like, "Hey, y'all copied us, yada yada yada," and then Tennessee's gonna be hit with criticism from all over the place from Oklahoma State fans and potential media outlets saying that Tennessee is copying Oklahoma State with their designs, which I've never seen Oklahoma State with the checkered, but
yeah, but we do it better. I mean, Ole Miss got stinking trolled for them trying to do their checker. And it was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, I just don't. I like the orange and white checkerboard. Like they're not going to checker the end zone black and orange, are they?
No.
I sure as heck hope not.
No, not happening.
If anything, they bring back the beer barrel. That's what I want.
Not happening.
Bring back the damn beer barrel.
Not happening.
I've saw pictures that look more up to date. Like that look like it was taken with more than a Motorola flip phone. Just saying.
So while we're on the subject of this game, we know fans are going to cause a problem. This is a ESPN 7 o'clock primetime game. Neyland is going to be loud. It's going to be dark. There's going to be light show. Everyone's going to be hyped up. Got the dark mode.
He's going to be drunk.
I'm going to have
drunk.
My dark mode.
Are you going?
Jacket.
Are you going?
No, I'm not going, but I'm still going to have my jacket on.
I'm not. I won't be sitting here in my man cave watching it with a 6-pack of 16-ounce natural lights.
I may come to your house and watch it.
Come on.
I
got all kinds of room. Look, we can start a new tradition here at Tennessee, and after we beat Kentucky, you get your Blantons out with the horse on top. Kentucky's finest bourbon. Not really finest, but new tradition. You pop it open, you take you a shot of bourbon after you beat the Kentucky Wildcats.
I like that. So, if you had to pick them, we'll go Duke first, Timmy second. Pick a score.
So I'm up first.
You're up first.
So I am, like I said, they must have made the one SEC short about me about the Tennessee fan that's always on edge. I'm still on edge. Like I don't want to say we're going to win. I feel more comfortable saying we're going to beat like 35-33 and then take the win. But I'm more nervous about South Carolina than I am about Kentucky.
My TV all the way down.
You think Spencer Rattler is that much better than Levis? I don't think so.
No, but they're going to have they believe in South Carolina right now, and they're going to have 77,000 strong screaming at us.
We're not playing them in Cocktober this year, so it don't matter.
Look at the GTA document.
So I heard that on Late Kick. By the way, if you don't watch Late Kick, you need to watch Late Kick.
I love Late Kick.
He called it Cocktober, so I'm going to give him all the credit. It's funny as heck. But we don't. This is normally the South Carolina week. Is this game? It normally used to be.
Yes.
This was South Carolina week.
I've been to
and I do remember the last time we broke out the black jerseys against South Carolina. I was at that game. South Carolina was ranked.
I was sitting in.
I think we won 33-10.
Yeah,
I think we won 33-10.
Yep.
It was. I remember it rained. It rained real hard because we were underneath the overhang. I don't remember what section we were in. But I do think that nobody wants to get in a shootout with us because I don't think there's
Yeah.
So I mean, everybody's saying we haven't played our best game, but we probably haven't played our worst game yet either, if we're being honest. So I'm a little nervous about that, but we're going to win. Tennessee's going to win 42-28.
42-28. Tennessee. Timmy.
All right.
Damn it.
So, I mean, you've got two of the best quarterbacks. I think Levis is slightly better than Bryce Young, not completely, just a little bit. So I think it's the two
in a pro style offense. But as far as ability and scramble and let loose and awareness, I think Bryce has him. But in a pro style offense, I agree.
It's going to be. I think it's two of the best quarterbacks in the. It is two of the best quarterbacks in the SEC going at it.
Yes.
And
Probably 1-3 or 2-3, however you look at it.
it's 1-3. I think.
Yeah, I know. I think it's 1-3 too, but some people would say 2-3.
Yeah.
Bryce is short.
I've seen. I mean, Levis struggled against Ole Miss, who completely just looked horrible against an LSU team that we just Tennessee just obliterated, and I feel like so it's going to be. It's not going to be. I want to say it's not going to be a close game, but something in my mind says it is. But I'm going to call 45-20 Tennessee.
Bird's about to hit you with a 62 or something. Like you think we're going to drop 62 on them?
No, but I can most definitely
52?
see a 52-35 game.
We're going to see a 50 burger is what the kids say these days. That's what the kids say.
We're gonna see a 50 burger, and all of us have already picked the over. Which when I first said 62.5, you were like, nah.
I said under.
And then
Well, I mean, that's the thing about betting. I might guess that score, but I still think it's under. I think it's under. It'll be like 35-28, but I didn't want to say that. That's still over, isn't it? No, it's not. It's not.
In looking, let's just peer at number 4 Kentucky here, okay?
Number 4?
Fourth in the East.
I thought you were like
No,
fourth. Whoa,
no.
now, whoa.
19th overall, number 4 in the East. 37. They've put up 37, 26, 31, 31, 19, 14, 27. They have yet. And that first one of 37 was against Miami of Ohio. Other than that, they have not put up more than 31 points. So y'all got it dead
on. Is Rodriguez playing?
Yes. And them early games.
Is he full steam or is he a little banged up?
I don't know. I would assume he's probably a little banged up because they're having to use him a whole bunch. But
because our run defense is good.
It is among the best.
Our pass defense is awful.
They're working on that. Has anyone heard of McCullough coming back for this game?
I heard that they were almost I don't know. I can't remember when I heard this, but I heard that things were almost cleared up completely. So I think he's coming back for this game.
What I read today was that they are clear on the university side. So they have, and they're waiting on, I guess, the Knoxville PD or whoever that's through. So I mean, they're still waiting on that. So I guess if he's not,
he is cleared violating UT's code of conduct.
Any campus, yeah,
right.
So I guess they're waiting on the charges for
if your boy from Alabama, who Nick Saban, he didn't even have to sit out a game at all.
He didn't do nothing about it. That's what a hillbilly is.
He did not. Yeah, he didn't do nothing about it. No action whatsoever. All he did was put him into counseling for striking a woman.
I was on TikTok one day. It was the day after the game, and there was another guy who had posted He had stroking multiple people.
Mm.
I mean, so here's how I look at it.
Just wait still.
I'm actually torn. For one, I mean, I understand why the Tennessee fans are so upset, but I don't really know if it's our business to bring it up. It's the girl's business to handle it through her outlets, but no one else. Don't put me on single bird. I don't like it when you do that. But no, I mean, obviously, I think it's terrible that that's what he did, and I'm not standing up for him. He's a young kid. I can understand why you make a mistake. What he should have done is apologized and set out a game. But you got bums like Fowler and freaking Herb Street who are like, no, women's abuse. But then when it's a win, it's all calls. Like I said, I'm just torn. Like I said, I think it's all legal stuff that they need to go through. Obviously,
I think if there is multiple people that have had this happen, they come together, they all go after him together, and then at that point, it can't be avoided anymore.
I just know that it was a terrible excuse when they said that he was scared. He looked extremely scared of a 5'3" woman that weighed 120 pounds.
Oh. Someone to be scared. We're going to go around the SEC. Since we only have 4 games, we're not going to split it up into multiple shows. Let's get our picks on these 4 games, and then I do want to talk just a little Tennessee preseason ranked basketball number 11. Come on. Kentucky up at the top, not the top. They're like number 4. With Tennessee beating them 2 out of the 3 times, including to win the SEC championship last year. They put us at 11.
If preseason ranking about Texas A&M means anything, it doesn't mean a diddly squat. Bottom line, I don't care about preseason ranking.
Arkansas, Auburn. I'm going Arkansas.
I'm going to go Arkansas too, but they're still a bunch of frauds.
Yeah.
I mean,
42-21, Arkansas.
What do you think, Timmy?
So, usually most years I'd pick Auburn, but this again comes down to quarterback play. I feel like, or not just quarterback play, the whole team. KJ Jefferson and the offense, I think, could beat Auburn's defense any day. So I'm going to go with Arkansas by 14.
Arkansas's defense stinks. Like, stinks. And I think Auburn is, like, they're playing hard. I think they like their coach more than what people think because I guess he's on the
dude.
hot
I think that they are cashed out, like that they're done with him.
The players, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I think Auburn wins 28-21.
You're going Auburn.
Bald eagle. See what I did there?
That's what.
War bald eagle.
Oh. Largest cocktail.
Yes, I know it's war damn eagle. It's a joke, kids.
You go ahead. You go ahead and announce the next one. World's largest cocktail party. Yeah. Florida. UGA.
Florida versus Georgia.
Everyone knows. We all know what we're picking on that.
I mean, I hope Florida wins.
That'd be
not
nice.
Too many times would I pull for Florida.
I'm pulling. I would love for Florida to win. It's not going to happen. The question is, what's the score going to be? I've already got Georgia written down for all 3 of us. Timmy, lead it off. Who you got?
Yeah, give us a score, Timmy.
All right. I think it's going to be closer than people expect. I'm going to say 44-21. Dogs got it.
That's not very close.
I saw people putting
the play up. I think it's going to be close to what people think. At least it's not 62-40-21.
Yeah, it's not going to be Oregon or Georgia versus Vanderbilt.
I mean, if the Georgia shows up that plays Missouri, Florida beats them.
Oh, absolutely. If that team shows up.
Or Kent State, right? Kent State was the other one, right?
Yeah, they put up 20-something on them, 22.
But the Georgia Bulldogs are going to show up. I think they win. It's probably going to be close at halftime. Then they pull out in the second half. 35-21.
I've got 42-24 Dogs. I would say that this is the snooze fest of the week, but Beamer Ball shows a little bit of action. I actually enjoyed watching.
If you like block punts,
I enjoyed watching the South Carolina A&M game last week. It was a good game to watch. South Carolina definitely beats Mizzou.
William Bryce is probably an underrated place to watch a football game. It looks exciting. It does.
That's what I was. I mean, it only holds 77,000.
By God, they love it.
It only holds 77,000, but it seems like it's very exciting.
I mean, it's very Titan-esque pro NFL stadium style.
Right, it is. Yeah.
Not very much character.
I'm going to go 35-17.
Who's playing? South Carolina. Who?
Mizzou.
Oh, they're going to fire Drinkwitz this year. He gone.
Duke.
42-6.
I always have
two
to
field
ask.
goals.
It's two
field goals.
Okay. Timmy?
All right, so these past 4 games for South Carolina have been amazing. And Missouri, they've not been, I won't say they've been horrible, but they've not been the best. But
they were close to giving it up to Vanderbilt.
Yeah, but they also put up fights against Florida and Georgia.
They did.
I'm going to say 27-24 South Carolina.
Ooh, close.
Winning it by Beamer Ball.
Where's the game at?
It's in.
Where's the game at?
It's in South Carolina, I believe.
Oh.
It is in South Carolina.
Guess it's better than it doesn't matter. It's in Columbia is what you should have said. Because it works for either of them.
That would have been good. It's in Columbia.
I just thought about it.
That was a good one. And last, certainly not least, Lane Kiffin has a lot to prove, and a team that is 50-50. We don't know what's going to happen with A&M. This is at A&M, Kyle Field, 7:30, big, loud stadium for Kiffin to go into. Maybe he may have to fake some injuries.
No, they're going to boat race A&M, bro.
I've got Ole Miss.
They're going to blow the doors off of them.
I've got Ole Miss 35-28.
No, it's going to be worse than that. Did you not see the reports today that 3 players have already not been coming to practice, trying to get in the portal? These are rumors and innuendos, of course, so take it for a grain of salt. And once again,
looked awful.
I'm a bum. I'm just a normal fan that reads stuff on Twitter and regurgitates on this. But so I'm really no expert.
Timmy,
but I also
Timmy, you
saw
can hear his age because he uses Twitter.
I'm not kidding. I use Twitter.
Hey, age is just a number as long as you're 18. Anyway,
I'm 21.
No, you're not.
There's rumors that there was also some kids that got caught smoking them Jazz cigarettes in the locker room after the game. If you know what I'm saying, them lefties. I think Ole Miss wins 42-17.
All right,
blows the doors off of them.
Hey, as long as they get prepped up and go beat Bama,
that's not going to happen. Our best chance is LSU, and LSU's getting boat raced.
Timmy,
What's up, Jason?
Ole Miss, A&M.
All right, so as a coach, Lane Kiffin said he was rooting for the Vols, so that's because they played Alabama. I don't like Lane Kiffin as a person, but he's an amazing coach. And I say Ole Miss beats Texas A&M 24-38. I don't know.
Lane Kiffin is like the number one troll in America when it comes to the college sports.
Yes, it is. Yes, he is.
And I'm okay with it.
So we are almost all in agreement on each of these games except for Duke picking Auburn. for a win.
Got to take a risk. Got to take a chance.
Auburn.
Because picking these games take no skill. You know that, right? Zero skill.
Oh.
We had nothing to go off of. It was just us talking our opinions. I love it, though. I mean, it's so much fun.
Well, unless
people people like a lot of money on TV doing it. So
unless you pick Texas A&M to beat Appalachian State.
Oh, at the first of the year, I picked A&M to go undefeated, so that really knows what I know.
Yeah. Well,
that preseason ranking got me.
Going to be a bust. So you know Arkansas is only favored by 3.5.
Mm-hmm.
And
they're a bunch of frauds.
Saying 61.5. I think 61.5 is too high.
It is way too high. I mean, that's one of those games that has the opportunity to be like 21-14.
Yeah, 21-24 type deal. I think I gave Arkansas too much there.
I told you.
I'm going to pull that down. 35-21.
They're a bunch of frauds. You can't do that. That's the rules. Once they're set, it's set.
Nope, I pulled it down. Hey, these are just we're as far as the weekly wins loss column between us two. I'm going off of our preseason picks. I'll have to update. I'll update that on Twitter. Just I
have no idea what I picked other than A&M being undefeated and us getting beat by Florida and Alabama and LSU.
All right,
but I did that for a reason. A
little trivia here for the two of you. Timmy, you ready for a little SEC trivia? See if you can beat.
You got it. When you cut this up, Byrd, you need to put in like a game show song.
2022 team leaders in our normal 5 categories. Okay.
So Timmy, we're picking team.
You're gonna pick the team. I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you the number. You're gonna pick the team. I'm gonna give you the category and the number. You're gonna pick the team. Okay, ready?
I closed all my stats down. I have not looked.
All right, Timmy, you're gonna go first.
All right.
The category is passing yards. What team leads the SEC with 2,582 passing yards?
That's easy.
Yeah, someone wants to tell. I think it's Tennessee, and I want to go Tennessee.
Nope. Timmy goes Tennessee. Duke?
I'm going to go ahead and tell you who it is. It's Mississippi State.
And the winner of question 1 will be Timmy. It's Tennessee, 2,582 passing yards, leading the SEC. We want to thank Timmy for joining us in on this episode and following us
Timmy.
Online. We appreciate it.
We like it when randos show up. It's very rare.
Yeah.
We like it. You're not a rando anymore. You're a friend of the show.
Thank y'all. I'm grateful for the invite. It was great getting to talk to you guys, talk about the VOLS, talk about college sports in general. Aside from 2020 and like classes in high school, this probably beats that. This is probably the best virtual conversations I've had with anybody.
We're just a bunch of frauds. I like using that. I like saying that word.
Yeah, you do. You like the frauds.
Yeah.
Hey, Timmy. Before we go, give me a go Vols.
Rocky Top on top. Go Vols.
There she is.
Yeah, we like it.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. Remember, wherever you are, we are at TN Fan Talk all over the place, including the new YouTube handler at TN Fan Talk. Thank you very much. Next week, we get to talk about this victory. We get to talk about being 8-0. No, there ain't no shishing. There ain't no. We're going to talk about being 8-0. We're going to talk about going down and what's going to happen in Athens. It's going to be great.
College game day, third time.
Go Vols.
Big Orange.